Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon, and I'm going to talk more about the Vic Mignogna situation. Now, we've been sort of following the Vic situation here on CLOWNFISH TV. We kind of got dragged into it a couple of months ago. We made comments about the Vic situation and said, look, you know, I think all allegations of misconduct warrant investigation, but we need to see some actual evidence. And you know, because of our neutral stance on the situation regarding Vic, we were sort of taken to task by people at Anime News Network, and our name has been invoked in numerous discussions regarding the Vic situation. Now, we haven't done a lot of Vic videos lately because really, other than scuttlebutt, there hasn't been a lot of concrete news. The only thing that we know at this point for sure is that Vic is, he's got representation. He's going to go to court. He's going to sue a lot of people. I don't know exactly who he's suing, but I'm assuming Funimation, maybe some individuals at Funimation, probably Anime News Network. Not big fans of Anime News Network over here because they called us Nazis in public, which is freaking disgusting, and they wouldn't even retract it. So not a huge fan of Anime News Network over here at CLOWNFISH TV. And, you know, but beyond that, we're looking at the situation now, and it looks like there's a lot of drama behind the scenes. I know most conventions have dropped Vic based on the allegations against him from people like Monica Rial and Chris Sabat, and you know, other people tied to Funimation, tied to the Dragon Ball franchise. You know, have basically turned on Vic. They've turned on Vic, you know, and it's just a bizarre to watch this guy's career go from, I mean, the dude was on top of the world. He was, you know, the titular character in the biggest domestic opening for an anime movie, I think, ever. I think Super Broly broke all kinds of records, and within a few weeks of that, his career is completely destroyed. Like, 2019 should have been the year of Vic for other reasons. It is the year of Vic as far as the anime news is concerned, but it's for all the wrong reasons. So other YouTube channels have been covering kind of the Vic situation blow by blow. I don't feel like we really need to anymore because of that, so we've sort of backed off. But I am going to comment on this article from Bounding into Comics. Now, this is dealing with Kamehacon, which is apparently it's a pretty new convention, but it deals almost exclusively with Dragon Ball. You would think that, you know, Vic would have been invited, and you're correct. Vic was invited, then he was uninvited, and then there was word of him being invited again to the convention because fans wanted him there, and now apparently he's been uninvited again because of some behind-the-scenes meddling from other Dragon Ball cast members. Again, I can't verify whether or not this is true. This is alleged. This is scuttlebutt. But we're gonna read the article and see if we can kind of make some sense of where things are right now. So Monica Rial and Christopher Sabat allegedly, this is very important because we can't verify, allegedly threatened Kamehacon owner over decision to re-invite Vic Mignogna. This is coming from Bounding into Comics. Kamehacon is an upcoming fan expo dedicated to all things Dragon Ball, being held for its second year in Irving, Texas. That's probably why I'm not familiar with it. It's only in its second year. The expo boasts a heavy catalog of activities for fans to participate in, such as cosplay contests, a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament, and celebrity autograph sessions and panels. In 2019, the convention is set to host a wide range of Dragon Ball related voice actors, and we list off some of the voice actors. Dragon Ball Super Broly actor Vic Mignogna was also initially slated to appear as a special guest at Kamehacon. But following the emergence of misconduct accusations, both old and new, against Mignogna, Kamehacon announced in February that Mignogna would no longer be attending. That does not surprise me. Pretty much everybody has jumped on the Kick Vic bandwagon. A lot of these conventions have, probably under pressure, and we're going to read more about that. Kamehacon said in February, Vic will no longer be attending Kamehacon. However, Nick Rekieta, host of the Rekieta Law YouTube channel, revealed in a furious tirade that the convention had attempted to invite Mignogna back as a guest, only to be met with threats and harassment from Monica Rial and Chris Sabat, fellow Dragon Ball Z voice actors and two of the prominent personalities involved in the Kick Vic campaign. Yeah, Nick Rekieta has been covering this like almost daily. I cannot keep up with what's going on with the Vic situation. Like I said, we're sort of stepping back a little bit to see how this unfolds. I am not a lawyer. I'm not going to comment on the legality of everything that's going on. I just know that personally, we do not have the time to invest in digging around for information. I don't want to start, dredging up people's Twitter accounts or anything like that. We want to kind of stick to the facts as much as we can. But this sounds like there's definitely something going on, and it would not surprise me if there has been outside pressure on conventions to disinvite Vic. And it does sound like we have kind of a group of people that are heavily involved in getting Vic kicked from many events and jobs. During the stream, an angry Rekieta claims that Kamehacon had recently decided to invite Mignogna back as a guest and planned to announce it publicly on Tuesday, only for the convention owner to be met with threats from Rial and Sabat. Now, this is what Nick Rekieta said on his stream. 4 or 5 weeks ago, Kamehacon drops Vic. Okay, so did everybody else. Didn't know it at the time, but Vic was under contract. Okay, so that's important. So let's just say Rial, Sabat, Soy, Ron Toy, Shane Holmberg, you disgusting vermin, oh boy, they go ahead and straight up lie to the owner of Kamehacon. Flat out lie, this is going to happen. They know it can't happen. They've admitted on social media specifically that they know this won't happen, but they lied to him. This, I want to know what this is. This refers to alleged warnings given by Rial and Sabat to the owner of Kamehacon that if Mignogna was allowed to attend, they would refuse to appear and skip the convention. So, Rial is currently, I think Sabat is Vegeta, and Rial is the current voice of Bulma, if I am not mistaken. So what's next? Well, looks like the owner of Kamehacon had a change of heart. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what was going on with that. Maybe it was nice petitions from fans. I don't know. What I do know is the owner of Kamehacon 5 days ago had a change of heart and said, we're going to bring back Vic. Because these other people, I guess, because the other people lied to him. Seems like a good reason to not breach a contract when you find out the other people are lying to you. Yeah, if he has a contract to bring Vic, then that's, that could be potential trouble there, right? So he's saying we're going to bring back Vic. The source of the information, according to Rekieta, is an insider at Kamehacon. I have a source inside Kamehacon. This is very likely. We have, look, a lot of these YouTubers are covering the situation. I know some people were like, hey, these people are just pulling information out of their posteriors. I can tell you that's not actually the case. We actually have insiders coming to us too, just in our case, because we didn't know, the legality of spreading that information around. We have not broadcasted a lot of it. Nick is a lawyer. I'm assuming he knows what he's doing. So if he's broadcasting this information, I don't think he would do that unless he thought it was relevant, unless he thought that it was, legit. So anyway, you thought this wouldn't get out. You thought that your activities behind the scenes bullying a con owner into thinking about canceling conventions for the fans. They're not for you, they're for the fans. This is true. This is very important. The conventions are for the fans. And it seems like pop culture media is forgetting that, entertainment is for the fans. And they seem to sort of like take sort of a protective stance, with comics especially. It becomes sort of a gatekeeping thing. And it's just crazy how the roles have kind of been reversed, They don't seem to really care about the majority of fans. They want to keep things under control. They want the people they want there, and they don't want people there that they don't want, regardless of what the fans think. So you think it wouldn't get out. You thought that it wouldn't get out, not just once, because, they did it once. Vic gets to go. We're not going. I'm sorry. He's under contract. He's under contract, a signed piece of paper. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Let me make this doubly clear because I know you're going to accuse me of this. The information comes from inside Kamehacon. I'm not getting this information from Vic. I'm not getting this information from Ty Beer. That would be Vic's lawyer. Tybeard, this comes straight from the party. Rekieta then picks up his mobile phone and refers to text messages exchanged between himself and the Kamehacon owner, who claimed to be under pressure regarding the announcement of Mignogna's return. What do you mean pressure? Rial and Sabat. If you've been following the drama around this situation, Rial and Sabat come up often. They seem pretty hell-bent on destroying Vic's career. Their names come up more often than anybody else's name. So and they're both guests, right? They're both guests. Looking at the guest list for Kamehacon, there's Sabat, Chris Sabat, and let's find Monica Rial. There she is. Okay, so yeah. So March 19th came and went, and there was no announcement regarding Mignogna. Rekieta grew curious and reached out to the convention owner for more information. So this guy says, I think I can't bring Vic back. Well, then something else happens. And I don't have the info, but something else happens. And the guy straight up says, no, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to have Vic, because these guys can't make us break a contract or whatever it was. We're going to have Vic, and we're going to have him here. We'll announce it on Tuesday. Tuesday we'll announce it. Don't say anything until Tuesday. Tuesday comes. Where's the announcement? Nothing. Silence. Where's the announcement? Nothing. Silence. Then I find out that for 3 hours, roughly 3 hours, Sabat, Rial blowing up this guy's phone. Threat after threat after threat blowing up this guy's phone. So it sounds like, yeah, they're like, you bring him in, we're not coming, we're going to cause trouble for you. They're in like Flynn at Funimation, I guess. And, you know, Funimation, of course, has the US rights to Dragon Ball. And if you have a Dragon Ball convention and you piss off Funimation, there are going to be issues, right? So the convention owner then reached out to Rekieta, to whom he claimed that the harassment was so great that he is currently considering ending the entire convention. Oh my God. Well, that escalated. So because the harassment from Monica Rial and Chris Sabat, the alleged, again, I can't substantiate this, but if that is the case, that he actually pulls the plug on his entire convention over these two voice actors on this fan convention, I mean, where does this leave everybody else who's not involved in this? Where does this leave everybody else who thought that they were going to go to this convention, make some money, who have contracts? Wow. Okay, again, this is Rekieta. One of the last updates I got suggested that the owner was not going to do Kamehacon anymore. That's what they've done to this guy. I can't deal with this. I don't think I can do this anymore. As of this writing, no official statement regarding these allegations has been made by Sabat, Rial, or Kamehacon. Okay, again, this is all second, third-hand information coming through Rekieta's YouTube. But again, he is a lawyer. I'm assuming he knows what he can and can't say. I do not believe he would fabricate this kind of potentially career-damaging information if he didn't have some source to back it up. Do I believe that Kick Vic people would put pressure on a convention that was so great that they would consider ending it? Yes, because we've seen it before. We've seen it in comics. We saw it with the Comicsgate situation where, you know, allegedly Mark Waid made some phone calls to make sure that Richard Meyer, Diversity in Comics, or Zach, whatever you want to call him, could not get his book published anywhere. You know, this is sort of the way these niche pop culture industries work, you know, comics and anime and to extent gaming, that there are kind of cabals of gatekeepers. And if you piss them off, they will make your life a living hell. And it sounds like Kamehacon has run afoul of these gatekeepers. And again, this is kind of a big deal because, you know, Funimation is the gatekeeper for Dragon Ball in the US. And if these folks have an in with Funimation and they made threats that could basically, you know, have Funimation say, hey, you can't have a Dragon Ball convention because we say so, which is possible. I mean, I don't know how that works. I know that Hasbro's shut down Transformers fan conventions before because technically they own the rights. You know, they can shut it down if they want to. I don't know what threats were made. You know, do I believe that these threats could have happened? Absolutely. Do I have proof of it myself? No. We just have to take people's words for it. But again, you know, there is a lot of weirdness surrounding certain individuals working for Funimation over this Vic situation, and it's getting ugly, and it's absolutely, you know, beyond Vic Mignogna himself, beyond you know, alleged victims or whatever. It's affecting the fandom. It's fracturing the fandom. I did a video before on how the Kick Vic situation could absolutely damage Funimation's brand. It could damage Funimation in the eyes of anime fans because this drama plays out day after day after day on social media. And eventually, fans are going to get tired of the bullshit, right? They're going to get tired of it and be like, we don't even need our anime dubbed. We're going to watch the subs. Just, stop hiring these people. We don't even care anymore. I mean, that could totally happen. And there is a backlash against the U.S. animation industry right now because of this kind of bullshit that's going on. And it's absolutely hurting the fandom. It's absolutely going to hurt the industry. If this continues to be dragged out, this is going to hurt the U.S. anime industry. I have absolutely no doubt, because it's probably going to open the floodgates to a bunch of other stuff that's going on behind the scenes, some of which we've been privy to. We haven't broadcast, but there's definitely some other stuff going on in regards to the U.S. anime industry right now. And so we'll keep an eye on the Vic situation. We're not going to stop talking about it because it is news. We're just going to make sure that what we talk about is actually newsworthy. We cannot keep up with all the gossip and the hearsay and all that. We're not going to do that. Beyond the fact that I can't verify all the information, it's emotionally exhausting, and to keep up with all this is it's crazy. But we will cover any of the big events, and the fact that Kamehacon could potentially have been threatened, and that they might be considering shutting the convention down because of this, that is newsworthy. That's a big deal. So this warrants some kind of investigation. We'll keep an eye on the situation, and we'll continue to talk to you here on Clownfish TV about it. Interesting. This is going to be a really interesting year. I think this is going to be 2019 is going to be the year that makes or breaks, I think, the U.S. anime industry. And if this kind of stuff continues, it's absolutely going to hurt the U.S. anime industry. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, gaming videos, art videos, and more here on Clownfish TV. I will talk to you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.